Welcome to the Situation Room, where I break down and analyze my gameplay to ultimately help you get better. Today, we're breaking down a 50-kill duos win. I had 21, my teammate had 29. We actually solo split for a lot of the game, so we were taking on fights 1v2. So I want to break those down, talk about the situation, what I was thinking, why I approach a fight the way I do, and kind of walk you through it. So I immediately drop super, I grab an RPD, and I'm able to fry this guy out of the air. This is where it's so crucial to feel comfortable with floor loot. I grab the RPD, I feel comfortable with it, I'm able to hit all my shots, I down him out of the sky and really track him well, which gives me the elim because he hits the ground. So we're going to go ahead and loot up in super here, try to get enough for loadout, and then we'll take it from there. So I see this guy shooting on radar, we're immediately going to push this, I'm going to push out this window and get to that second level, and he peeks it right at that time. It leads to a pretty easy kill, but I do hit all of my shots with the FFAR. I mean, he clearly had no plates there. Desenia, here's another guy further back. He jumps out the window. So now we're going to push this. We have the advantage here in a 2v1. So we're just going to go ahead and get this quick kill. Now, I've counted a few times now that there's a team over at Gas that guy was shooting at. So we're trying to be careful there. They get a few armor tags on me, but I have cover behind this truck. We're going to push left. He actually gets the down there. And then I see this guy peek left. I have just enough bullets in the tank. And we're going to get that easy kill. Now, he does have loadout. So I'm going to go ahead and grab his loadout because it's going to allow me to go ghost off the rip, right, with that first loadout. So I'm going to go ahead and go ghost here, I believe, and just use either his FFAR or his AMAX.
I think I'm just going to go, oh no, I'll go ghost.
So there you see, I do go ghost. This AMAX is a little bit different than the one I use. This is the Commando foregrip. I generally run Ranger. But the advantage of going ghost is I get to stay off radar, and we can really leave. You'll see this come into play later. I leave a second loadout, basically our first free one, for a while because I don't need to hit it. Now, we don't really have any cash flow here, so we're not going to solo split just yet. We pop UAV. He's going to take that right team. I'm going to take this left team. And my goal here, and we know they're fighting, so that's an easy kill. So now I have 2 to my right and 1 to the left. That guy go ahead and peeks behind cover, so I'm going to go ahead and help Desenia. Desenia doesn't even need it. He gets that easy kill. And based on anticipation, I know this guy is trying to get up that ladder. So I'm pushing over as quick as possible. I see him on the ladder. I break him. That's an easy kill there. And just like that, I'm at 5 kills with 105 up. I'm not sure what Desenia is at, but we're kind of cruising along here. We do have good cash flow. We have $10,000. He's going to go ahead and grab cars so that we can really get rolling here. I have a UAV in pocket. I have dead silence. I have ghost, so we're really in a good spot. Now, we know there was a team over here. I believe there were 2 teams over here fighting. Yep, there you see it on radar. So now we're going to go ahead and take... That guy dies. I'm going to go ahead and fry this guy on top with the AMAX. I'm going to peek this and see. I know he's above me because of the arrow. He goes down. Second guy is straight down lane. I'm going to go ahead and re-peek this, but Desenia already takes care of it. And notice the theme throughout this is how quick we get the first person down. Once that first person is down, ideally you thirst them, but you can't always do that. But once that first person is down, especially in duos, it's a 1v1 fight. And I'm going to take my chances, you know. I'm confident in myself to win that 1v1. Now, if I don't get a down or maybe I break him or take a few plates... Now I'm in a little bit of a different spot because he can plate up and kind of re-push me. Right here is where we start to split. I've got a trophy. We've got good cash flow. What do we have? A little over $6,000. We grab Bounty, right? Bounty is going to allow us to get enough cash to really solo split. So much of solo splitting is about having good cash flow because you can pop UAVs for one another. If your teammate dies, which you'll see this happen a few times that we die, you just quickly buy back, they land back on their stuff or land on loadout again, and then keep rolling. So I'm going to go ahead and push this team. Now notice I'm not going to peek that little alleyway here. I'm going to get to a little bit of a more advantageous spot. I'm not sure what their play is. Are they going to push stairs? So I'm going to peek this corner immediately. Now I know they're in that room, and they're going to try to push me. So I'm just going to kind of wait. Go back to what I said. Easy down, easy thirst. Now it's a 1v1. I also have loadout. I do have ghost. I have UAV up so I know where this guy is. It's going to be a common theme that you're going to see throughout this game. That it turns into a 1v1 fight. Now I break this guy, so now I'm just looking for a little bit of info. And I want to go back there and actually replay that. So I'm going to break him, push in. I don't know where he is, but he fires a few shots. Now, he has no plates. He's not going to win that fight unless something crazy happens. And notice how I slide past and then slide back in. That's where movement is such an advantage. I slide past it, I get in the other room, I turn around, and then I kind of essentially send it. And I know I only need to hit a few bullets. So I go back to car, I'm looking for a ping, I see this ping. I'm actually going to fast forward past this because I actually don't end up getting this kill. I believe he goes ghost, he runs away somewhere, I have no idea where he goes. So I end up pulling back, and Desanga dies at some point, so I buy him back, and then we keep rolling. So I get back in the car, I leave that guy. Desanga unfortunately died here, but super easy. I have $8,900, so I'm going to go buy him back. I'm going to buy a UAV, we're going to keep rolling. He's going to land back on his loadie. Actually, we have the free loadout there, about 300 meters away. But I'm already ghosted, so I don't need to hit it. We can keep that up for as long as possible. Correction. This thing is in Gulag. So I actually go ahead and pop UAV because I'm going to keep rolling here. I have enough cash that I can go ahead and buy him back if I need to. But he goes ahead and wins that, so we're doing okay. We're back to solo splitting. Now, I actually hate pushing electric. It's a weird building. But I'm going to go ahead and push past this team and then push in that backside door right here. I'm going to toss stun to see if I can get any hits on it, but I don't. And right here, I see this guy peek here. Get a few shots on the guy to the right. He gets a few shots on me, and then I'm easily able to fry him. And that's a quick fight. Notice, I mean, what, 4 seconds there? When you get that first down and it turns into a 1v1, it makes it so much easier. Guys, and this applies to the same thing with trios and quads. If you're 4v4, right, you want to get that first down. You want to try to get, essentially, if you can get 2 downs and maybe a thirst or 2, then you're in a really good spot. It's a 4v2 or a 4v3 in that scenario. Now you're rocking and rolling. You're in a good position. You should be able to win that fight. I'm going to point it out again. Check out the cash flow. We have $19,000. I'm going to go ahead and buy a UAV here so that we can pop that. And I buy self-revive. One of the biggest parts of playing solo split, whether it's duos, trios, or quads, is having that self-revive just in case you need it. The last thing you want is to get sniped out of a car or something and you die because, you know, you don't have self-revive. So I'm going to go ahead and push this guy. I want you to notice the patience that I have here. I'm going to wait just a half second and then go. I know he's standing there, so it's just a matter of throwing off that timing for him. The second guy flies down at me. And again, watch the patience. So I'm going to see if he tries to peek this door. This door's a tough peek, but he doesn't. So now I'm just going to go ahead and push him. Common theme again. Get the first kill. Now it's a 1v1. I'm going to take my chances in a 1v1 every time. I have confidence in myself. It's something that you are going to keep building as you get better, as you learn how to handle situations, as you get better accuracy. You're going to feel more confident that you can win that 1v1 gunfight and kind of based on your movement, based on your anticipation, and as I said, based on your accuracy, you're going to be able to win those gunfights and really keep progressing. So at this point, I actually go ahead and we basically cleared out that whole side. So I'm going to go ahead and push this way and see what I can find here in terms of people basically pushing the other side of the map. Now, I noticed there's 2 people up there. That's not a winnable fight. It's just not. They're just going to be waiting for me. So I'm going to go ahead and avoid that fight. I think this team shoots at me. There's a team up here that... I'm just driving around at this point, trying to get somebody to shoot at me. We're really approaching. There's a minute left with gas pulling in. We're approaching the edge of the circle, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this thing around. And I'm just trying to get some intel. There's not really any non-ghosted teams around. I'm hoping somebody will take a shot at me, at which point I can start that fight. And at that point, it is a 2v1 situation, so I do have to be careful. I'm going to go ahead and... There it is. I see this sniper up there, right? So now I go ahead, I get in the building, and I know they're going to be pushing me. I peek out this window. Now I get that. Now it's a 1v1. Fortunately, I die here. I should have repositioned out of that attic. I was reloading. The reload was a little bit slower than I anticipated it to be. So I got caught kind of in between, not really prepared for that guy to push. I should have pushed out that window, repositioned. Again, 1v1 fight. Just keep him guessing. Use your movement. Keep repositioning. You're eventually going to find out where he is and kind of get that kill. Okay, so now we're in Gulag. This was a pistol Gulag, so I have the Molotov, I have the decoy. I go ahead and get a few tags on him here. And guys, I do pay attention to health at the top. You know, it's 77, so now he's back up to 100. We're pretty much an even fight at this point. And right here, I hear him to the right. Use my audio in the Gulag to win that. And I hit my shots. Go back to what I said earlier, right? I went ghost off the rip, off our first loadout. This is still the free loadout just sitting here. So I still have this free loadout that I can hit because I didn't need to hit it. That's a little bit of the advantage of going ghost off your first loadout. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this. I actually do think I still go ghost here and just run with the FFAR. During this time, this was about a week ago, so the FFAR was still very good. Still very good. So Desing has got good cash at this point. I'm going to loot that just to see if I can get a plate, and I do. I get a little bit of ammo. I grab the bounty to really start getting cash flow going again. You know, if we can eliminate this bounty, we have, you know, another $10,000. Thing to be aware of here, I have a bounty on me. I have no idea where it is, but there is the chance that it could be the return bounty. This was also the time the FR, the FAMAS was broken with the one tap, so I go ahead and pick that up. I pop the UAV that I find out of the crate, and I notice they're ghosted, so this ends up being a pretty long and annoying fight. I go ahead and buy plates there just so I'm fully, you know, stocked up on plates in case I need it. Again, I'm fighting this by myself, so the more plates I have, the better. I can't ask my teammate for plates. I have to be very cautious and very careful about my health.
Oh, the guy's freaking top SOS.
So I have no idea where these guys are. As I said, they're ghosted. I'm just trying to get a little bit of intel, see if I can get a quick glimpse at somebody, see if I can get any audio. It is a return bounty, so I do get the kind of opportunity. They know where I'm at in terms of bounty-wise, so just like I know where they at. I saw that guy, toss the stun to see if I could get a hit, but I didn't, so I'm going to keep pushing around. Now, I see that guy. I realize that this gun's not that good in that scenario. So I'm going to go ahead and push back. Again, this is why plates are so important. If I don't buy those plates back there, I do end up, you know, not having any plates at all. I do a little preemptive precision. They do have to rotate. So I'm going to see if I can just put that down there and see what happens. But I don't get any hits on it. Now I see this team all the way out in the distance. And I'm just going to try to get some pop shots on them. They do have to rotate out in the open here. Now, I ego challenged that a little bit, which was a mistake. I go ahead and give up. My teammate's not going to be able to get me. But he is right near a buy station, which is nice because he can go ahead and buy me back.
Demon, what's good?
So he goes ahead and buys me back here. I actually calmed to him, hey, are there loadout guns anywhere? I do always want to have loadout guns if possible. So there are loadout guns, and we'll just take a quick look. I have 14 kills with 38 up, so we're still on a decent game here. I'm not sure what Desing is at, but he goes ahead and pings some loadout guns for me. You know, beggars can't be choosers here, so I think I end up getting a Kilo and a Car 98, which is viable. They're definitely usable. I'm a fan of the Car 98. I don't snipe really that much, but I can be effective with it, as you'll kind of see throughout this game.
How are you feeling?
Oh, yeah, he's about to be pushing.
And now we're going back into it. This Kilo is a little bit of a weird build, so I do have to be careful about the fights that I approach and how I push those.
Two over at SOS.
So I don't want to push top orange ping because that's just, again, an annoying fight to push. It's a team that's just going to sit there and really not going to move. So I'm going to go ahead and push this team over on this buy station.
I really don't want to use these guns. I need better guns.
And I'm just looking at positioning here. So I'm trying to see what I can find. Quick, they were on UAV, so I know they're going to be on heartbeat. I'm going to go ahead and go up top here just to see what I can find, get a quick peek before I go over. Now, again, this is where the FFAR is very good. So I actually go ahead and swap the ground loot FFAR for the kilo. I feel more comfortable with the ground loot FFAR. I trust the damage more. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that and then use basically the car as well. Still checking heartbeat because I know they're on there. And I'm going to go up top here. I don't want to full out push that again. I want to get a quick kill here, a quick down, and then take the fight from there. So I'm just trying to see what I can find. This turns out to be 2 separate teams. So that guy gets the team wipe there. And watch this snipe. Boom.
Do you have money?
Now, I don't see his teammate anywhere pushing. I want to go ahead and get that thirst just in case he has a self-revive. Quick note, Dazinga did die right here, so I do need to get him back. Again, now, first guy was a team wipe. Now it's a 1v1 fight. I'm just looking at where this guy is. Based on map knowledge, I know he's on top of the silo, which is a little bit of a weird push. I wish I could get a better angle, but I can't. I try to get the angle there. I can't get a good angle on this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and push down and around. And then this is where I have confidence in my shot with the FFAR that I can essentially get that kill. Go back. We're going to buy Dazinga back. And I think we buy a UAV here. Yep. We buy UAV. We're just going to keep rolling. We know we're on a good game at this point. Dazinga does calm that guy has a sniper, so be careful. Doesn't matter because, as I said, I feel comfortable with a sniper. 2 shots, 1 headshot. Bye-bye. Back to the lobby you go.
Okay. Where'd you kill him at?
And that's part of solo duos, right? You get that influx of kills because I had 14 with 38 up. I get 4 quick kills between the guy on the ground, the snipe, the guy on top silo, and then the snipe again out in the street. And now all of a sudden I'm up to 18.
From the right.
We have gas pushing in. We took some shots from the right. So we're going to go ahead and push left. I go ahead and take that shot just in case I get it down. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I take that shot. I get an armor hit, but not really worth pushing. We're going to go ahead and push this team left.
Okay.
Now we know where they are. There's no second floor of this building, so we 100% know that they are on the roof. So I'm going to go ahead and push this with Deddy. The mistake here is forgetting about ghosted players, right? So you're going to see this in a second. I'm going to push this guy. I'm going to get him down right here. And my thought process is he has self-revive because, you know, he goes down. But he's got another teammate. Another mistake I make here, you know, that's a winnable fight. I broke him. He, you know, had low health. I could have easily pushed up right here. But I'm going to play it smart. I'm going to wait for my teammate. I actually think we don't end up getting this kill because of it. But at the end of the day, we stay alive. We keep our game going. I do think Dazinga has about 20-something at this point. So we know we're on a little bit of a heater and want to keep that going.
On green.
With 18 left at this point, we are going to play kind of the rest of the game together here. That's a good live ping by Dazinga. I unfortunately don't really have an angle here, but I know where he is.
I don't see him.
So we're just going to keep an eye on that. And we have a weird rotation here. Just because it's a little bit of a far rotation. We're rotating a little bit out in the open. Mistake here. We should have grabbed a car and rotated with a car. If you aren't rotating in cars, you are leaving yourself very susceptible, especially when you're rotating out in the open. I think it's one of the biggest things with new players is your fear is, oh, people will see me in the car. 100%. But good teams will basically play rotations. And if we ran into a really good team that was positioned well on top of one of these red buildings, we're probably dead. I think we do end up... No, we still go on foot. We had the opportunity for the car there, but we decided not to. It ends up being okay, but there's a lot of situations where you should be getting in a car. It's going to allow you to rotate to where you need, park it in circle. Once the circle closes, it'll allow you to keep kind of rotating to where you need to go. So at this point, I go ahead, I stay ghosted, I grab the Car 98 again. The shot's feeling a little hot. So I grabbed the Car 98 with my FFAR Ghost class. So now I am ghosted. I have amped. I have EOD. I have kind of everything I need. Go back to what I said about the Car 98 shots. I'm going to let this play. Just 2 one-shot kills. And I go, I hope somebody thirsts those. I get the go ahead and hit the random throwing knife just in case. But somebody goes ahead and thirsts those kills for me. So we're up to 21 with 11 left. So as I said, I finished with 21, but I do want to let this play out, kind of talk about how Dazinga and I finished this game.
I got him.
He gets that down on that live ping up top, and we're just playing circle here. We're communicating about where people are. We're playing this smart. We're playing together. We want to get the win at this point because we know, as I said, it is a really good game.
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and play together. We can play roof here, but the problem with roof here is it leaves us out in the open a lot. There's not really any cover on the roof. So, you know, we have to really play smart there. I'm going to play low. Again, there's certain situations, and I might actually make a further video on this. There are certain situations where what I call, like, situations you can't go down. This is a situation that I absolutely can't go down. Desanga's got high ground. He's in a good position. He's overlooking everything. I don't have self-revive. I cannot go down in that situation, which is why I back off, and we end up kind of repositioning. I go ahead and head up with Desanga. I don't know where we got shot from. I think it was that cubby. Yep, he went ahead and marked it. And unfortunately, we can't see him with gas.
There.
Dude, I can't even see in there.
We're in a weird spot with this cubby. So we're actually, I'm going to want to get down from here. Quick check a heartbeat, but then I'm going down. We want to be in those containers, in the hangars, really in on these fights. We got
I'm gonna hold top for a second.
a great game, as I said. We want these last 5 kills or 3 kills. There's 3 people left at this point, and then us 2. We know there's a guy top green, which Desang is looking at right up here. I go ahead and see him. Unfortunately, I can't hit this snipe.
Yep.
But we're just going to wait for him. We're going to play. This is where we're playing circle at this point. We're playing for the win. Somebody just bought back out in the open field, so we knew that. Desanga goes ahead and gets that kill. So now there's 3 people left again.
Yep.
I actually play this slow. Desanga was on pace for 30, so we always want to help him get it if we can. So I'm not actually going to shoot or try to get any downs here. I'm just trying to do a little damage and hopefully get him to 30 kills because that's, you know, that's a feat in and of itself. That guy's 27 meters, so we know he's on the roof. Unfortunately, Desang is at 28 right now. Guy dies to gas, so he can't get it, but we're still going to give him the 29. We get a good circle pull. We know this guy's up top. This is the guy that got bought back, so he was playing roof just to
I mean, if you don't care.
try to see what he could do, but you know, he's playing roof. It's an easy kill. He doesn't have a gun. Desang is going to get this last kill. I don't even try to shoot him.
Let's go, baby. That's 50.
He had 29, I had 21. That's a 50 kill win right there. I hope you learned something. If you have questions about something specific, make sure that you leave a comment below. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure you subscribe and have notifications on. And as I always say, let's get better today, and I'll see you next time.